Social media used to be a place filled with genuinely valuable advice on anything you were interested in. Fast forward to recently, and I've started to see more and more information come up that doesn't make things better, it makes it 10 times worse. There's no doubt that you've come into contact with some of this stuff before. It is becoming increasingly popular due to the message that it tries to send across. The message that I'm going to be unraveling today. It has corrupted the minds of people to a point where they are prepared to treat anything that goes against a strict idea as a complete enemy. This is a trap. And I believe that it is my purpose to help you out of the hole that you are in. So I think I'll start with a valuable question. Do I think the Matrix exists? In short, yes, I do. But in the way that it's being handled, absolutely not. What I will do is give you my perspective in the hopes that some of you will see the trap that has been set and continue your journey on a safer path. Quick disclaimer, I am in no way saying devote yourself to my way of thinking, because that would be stupid. I believe that there is something like the Matrix in control of things on a macro level, which could in turn cause people to be locked into their lives without realizing. However, I completely find it hilarious that people are using it as a scapegoat to allow poor decision making. That's not acceptable. You are being convinced to fight an enemy that you cannot even reach yet. More importantly, you are being convinced to spend money to fight this enemy that you can't even reach yet. Some of the advice going around is actually amazing, especially some of the more influential people out there. You know who I mean. But it is completely ruined by the viral spread of this message that is completely different to the whole purpose of the message. It is a marketing tactic that is being used by people to agitate your desire to become something more. And at the same time, it leaves you exactly the same way. What people who are caught in this trap don't realize is that by breaking out of the Matrix through these methods that people are promoting, you are accidentally falling into a deeper rabbit hole, one that is much more subtle and arguably much harder to escape. Am I saying that you should stay in this bubble? No. I think it is still destined to collapse, but the current motivation behind it is purely under the motif of making money off of the people who believe it. And I think that is wrong. And I think there's a lot more we can do. I want to share with you today the absolute best path that I believe and I plan to take in my life to break free. This is the same path that I want you to consider. The best part is, I don't want anything from you. I just want you to be aware of traps that are being set today by people in high places. There are only 2 fights in the world worth fighting that will help you break free and help everyone around you do the same. The first one is the fight against yourself. You can absolutely not expect to escape the life that you have if you do not first win the fight against yourself. You have to become incredibly disciplined, and more importantly, you have to become incredibly happy. This would take the form of whatever you want it to be. Ignore what other people are saying. If you want fame, if you want wealth, if you want family, if you want really anything, do not believe the lies that are being thrown around about having shortcuts that you can take, or how there are things in your life that you should completely ignore because they're not valuable. If you live by someone else's rules, you will never live your own life. The whole point of breaking free from this matrix is to live by your own rules, and yet you're following someone else's rules. It doesn't make sense. So start with your own mental health. You need to spend a good chunk of your time listening to yourself and working on breaking down the barriers and the insecurities that you have in your life. Once you have control of your mind, then you can start to expand and really take control of things like you're supposed to do. You don't need to buy a course, you don't need to blame a system, you don't need to adopt a toxic mindset. You just have to take things one step at a time. That's it. Then you have to move on to your physical health. You need to start exercising and train to a point where you become overwhelmingly proud of the person that you see in the mirror every single day. I want you to wake up every day with the burning passion to improve and compete beyond what you thought was possible. Take up a sport if you want, but going to the gym should be a non-negotiable. Control your food as well and completely cut out anything that is bad for your health. You will notice incredible changes in your life the more you improve, and it is vital. And I mean vital, that you are ready if you actually want to break free of this bubble, and not the fake one that you have been drawn toward. Once you have mastered your mind and your body, then you need to move on to the other parts of your life. Become rich, surround yourself with incredible people, find love, whatever you want to do in life, take it, and don't wait for it to make sense. As long as you are taking it one step at a time, it won't matter. The second one is global issues, and this is a more of an aspirational one, but I feel like this is the final goal that I want our community to take. And I think that you will want to take too. Once we believe that we can change the world with incredible people, people will start to break free from the matrix naturally. There are countless issues that are troubling people on a global scale. And currently, all the message is doing at the moment is just putting more problems on top. You're not going to change anything if you are a problem yourself. I believe that the matrix must shatter in order to save the world. That's my belief. However, I believe that our approach has to be changed so that the people who get involved don't just become another problem. Because that's what I'm seeing. Think about it. Imagine how much power a generation of people could have in changing the world and saving the world once they achieve their true potential. That is what I want from our community. I want us to be the force of change that not only completely changes the game, but the world itself. It's a very ambitious goal, but I know that it is my purpose to lead a group of people to that achievement. Seriously, poverty, war, famine, and the message is still buy my course to earn more money. It's pathetic. I would devote myself to leading people to their true potential and following them to live incredible lives and make incredible changes to the world. This is what it means to break free from the matrix. Listen and join the next wave of incredible people. Now go. Make your future self proud.